A very good morning, children. Let us continue the lesson 8 Important Dynasties of North India. In the previous class, we have understood the contributions of Mauryas, Kushans, Guptas, and Vardhanas to art, literature, science, and architecture. And now, in today's class, let us understand the achievements of Samudragupta and Chandragupta, the factors responsible for making Gupta period the golden era, as well as to understand the description of India as given by Fahian and Huangsang. Guptas. After Mauryas, Guptas ruled India. So, who ruled after Mauryas? Guptas ruled India, and Gupta dynasty is a prominent one in the history of India. The capital of Guptas was Patliputra, and famous rulers of this dynasty were Samudragupta and Chandragupta II. So, who were the famous rulers of this dynasty? Gupta dynasty, Chandragupta II and Samudragupta. The capital of Guptas is Patliputra. First, let us study about Samudragupta. Samudragupta was a brave warrior king. Who was he? He was a brave warrior king. The inscription on a Allahabad pillar gives a narration about his gallant victory. Gallant means brave or heroic victory. So, which gives his gallant victory? The pillar. The inscription on Allahabad pillar gives a narration about his heroic victory. This inscription was written by his court poet Harisena. So, who was the court poet of Samudragupta? Harisena was a court poet of Samudragupta. According to the inscription on Allahabad pillar, Samudragupta defeated 9 kings of North India. So, how many kings he defeated? 9 kings from North India. The other kings realized, as 9 kings were defeated, the other kings realized the strength of his army, power, and surrendered to him. So, they understood the strength of Samudragupta and his military power and surrendered to him. Kushans of Afghanistan and Shakas of Gujarat accepted his supreme power. So, who accepted the supreme power of Samudragupta? Kushans of Afghanistan and Shakas of Gujarat accepted the supreme power of Samudragupta. Later, he marched towards South India. So, who marched towards South India? Samudragupta marched towards South India and defeated 12 kings. In North India, how many kings he defeated? He defeated 9 kings from North India, and in South India, he defeated 12 kings. The king of Kanchi was one of them. So, among the 12 kings, who was one among them? The king of Kanchi was one among. In the memory of this conquest, Samudragupta performed Ashwamedha Yaga. So, who performed Ashwamedha Yaga, children? Samudragupta performed Ashwamedha Yaga on the conquest of what? Or on the conquest or in the memory of defeating 12 kings. So, Ashwamedha Yaga means is a horse sacrifice ritual followed by the Vedic religion. Samudragupta supported the cause of education. He also supported the cause of education, and he himself was a poet and a musician. Who was a poet and a musician? Samudragupta was himself a poet and a musician, and he earned the title Kaviraja. Who earned the title Kaviraja? Why did he earn the title Kaviraja? Samudragupta earned the title Kaviraja as he was himself a poet as well as a musician. His veena playing pictures were attached on the coins of those days. So, the veena playing pictures were attached in the coins during those days. A Buddhist scholar, Vasubandha. A Buddhist scholar by name Vasubandha was his minister, and golden coins project the power, wealth, and grandeur of Gupta period. Grandeur means a splendor and impressiveness, especially of appearance. So, of Gupta period. Now, let us study Chandragupta II. He was a son and the heir of Samudragupta. So hire means a person legally entitled to the property. So he was the son of whom? Son and heir of Samudragupta, who Chandragupta II. He defeated satraps of Gujarat, who were ruling it for more than 3 centuries. This was his major military achievement. Which was his major military achievement? He defeated the satraps or shakas of Gujarat, who were ruling over 3 centuries. And this was his major military achievement. Chandragupta II gained the title Vikramaditya. Why did he gain the title Vikramaditya? Because the major military achievement, he had a major military achievement. So he achieved the title or gained the title Vikramaditya. He realized new types of golden coins. He released the new types of golden coins, and famous poet Kalidasa and other scholars were in his court. So he introduced or he released new types of gold coins, as well as Kalidasa was a famous poet and other scholars were there during his period. His empire was economically prosperous, very rich in the field of what? In the field of literature, architecture, sculpture, drawing, science and mathematics, and there was a tremendous amount of progress and lot of achievements had taken place. Tremendous means a very great in amount or intensity. Achievement was there, progress was there during his period. Now let us study about Fahian. Who was he? Fahian was a Buddhist monk from China. As he wanted to visit the land of Buddha, he visited India during the rule of Chandragupta II. So he had mentioned his experience of India in his book Gokoki. So in which book or work he has mentioned his experience in a Gokoki. According to him, crimes or violence were rare during Gupta Empire, and administration was pro-people. Administration was for the people. Traveling was easy. Fahian visited many Buddhist places of India and returned to China with many religious texts or messages. He translated them to Chinese. What are his experience in Chinese? Now let us know about the achievements of Gupta period. First one is Sanskrit literature. Sanskrit literature grew well during Gupta period. So during which period Sanskrit literature developed or grew? During Gupta period. Kalidasa was a major poet of Gupta period. Who was a major poet during Gupta period? Kalidasa. And he considered as one of the best playwrights. He is considered as one of the best playwrights in the world. Who is considered? Kalidasa is considered as one of the best playwrights in the world. He was one of the Navaratnas. He was one of the Navaratnas present in the court of Chandragupta II. So he was one of what? A Navaratna. It is a Navaratna means a term applied to a group of 9 extraordinary people in an emperor's court in India. Present in the court of Chandragupta II. And he had written 4 epic poems and 3 dramas. Who has written 4 epic poems and dramas? Kalidasa. Abhijnana Shakuntala is a famous drama. So, Abhijnana Shakuntala of Kalidasa is a famous drama, and he appreciated as Kavi Kula Guru. Who is appreciated as Kavi Kula Guru? Kalidasa is appreciated as Kavi Kula Guru, the teacher to the poet's tribe. Shudraka, who wrote Mrichakatika, and Vishakadatta, who wrote Mudra Rakshasa, were the other famous playwrights of this period. So, along with Abhijnana Shakuntala's, Kalidasa's Abhijnana Shakuntala, other playwrights were also there. That is, Shudraka wrote Mrichakatika, Vishakadatta wrote Mudra Rakshasa, were the playwrights which were during those period, Gupta period. The Panchatantra of Vishnu Sharma belongs to this period. The dictionary of Amarasimha called Amarakosha is an excellent work, and it is still in use. So these are the literary works, important literary works during Gupta period. Temple architecture. During the reign of Guptas, during the period of Guptas, the temple's architecture started. What started? Temple architecture started. The Sanchi temple in Madhya Pradesh is an ancient temple of India. So, which is an ancient temple of India? The Sanchi temple in Madhya Pradesh. Other temples of Gupta period are present in Bittargaon and Devagad of Madhya Pradesh. The Dashavatara temple of Devadak has a beautiful idol of Vishnu. Stupas and Chaityas. Damak Stupa, which is 128 feet tall at Sarnath near Varanasi, was built by during the times of Guptas. So you can see the picture in your textbook, children. Paintings. Rock-cut Buddha, Viharas and cave temples of Gupta period can be found at Ajanta and Ellora, where you can see the rock-cut Buddha, Viharas and cave temples during Gupta period, that is found in Ajanta and Ellora. The paintings of Ajanta rock-cut caves are world famous. So, the paintings of Ajanta rock-cut caves are world famous. Science and mathematics and astronomy. Science and technology has progressed much during the reign of Gupta. So, in these fields, science and technology has progressed, developed much during the reign, a period of which period dynasty? Guptas. Aryabhatta from Patliputra was a great mathematician and astronomer of Gupta period. So, who was the great astronomer and mathematician during Gupta period? Aryabhatta from Patliputra, and he found the reason behind the eclipses. He also found the reasons behind how the eclipses are formed. Brahmagupta was another great mathematician. Along with Aryabhatta, another famous mathematician by name Brahmagupta. Varahamihira was another great astronomer of this period. So Aryabhatta as well as Varahamihira was also another astronomer of Gupta period. Metallurgy. Metallurgy had achieved great progress during the period Gupta period. The iron pillar at Mehrauli near Delhi is an example of this progress, and this pillar, though 1500 years old, has not rusted or suffered wear and tear. So that means it is very pure. The Mehrauli iron pillar of Mehrauli is how many years old? 1500 years old. It has not rusted so far and suffered from wear and tear. Ayurveda. Vagbhatta of Gupta times prepared a summary of the famous work Charaka Samhita, known as Ashtanga Hridaya Samhita. This is an authoritative work. Authoritative work means able to be trusted as a being accurate or true on Ayurveda and is being followed even today. Surgery was also practiced in ancient India. Surgeons of those days had the knowledge of 127 surgical instruments. They were able to remove the iron and stone pieces from the human body. So they had the knowledge of how many surgical instrument? 127 surgical instrument, and they were able to remove the iron as well as stone pieces from human body. And the credit for using mercury as a medicine for the first time goes to the doctor of India. So the credit of using mercury as a medicine goes to whom? Goes to the doctors of India. This is all about the Ayurveda, children. That is Vagbhatta, the Gupta period, prepared the famous summary work about Charaka Samhita and known as, that is, Ashtanga Hridaya Samhita. And the authoritative work, it was an authoritative work, that is able to be trusted as a being accurate and true of Ayurveda and being even followed today. So hope you all understood about Gupta dynasty, children. In the next class we shall continue the rest other part, that is about Harshavardhana. Thank you.